Cody Henson for BA18 Reflection 8 video. This week was on Chapter 9, which is Introduction to Contract Law, and then Chapter 10, which is Offer Acceptance and Consideration. And I felt that these two chapters were pretty straightforward, and I did feel that I accurately predicted how well I knew the material. On the chapter 9, I believe I got a 4.5 out of 5.5, and then on the chapter 10, I believe I got 100%. So I did my normal strategy of reading the entire chapter and then taking the knowledge survey, and then after that going over the PowerPoints and then taking the exam. I did that for both chapters, and I feel like that really helps me to understand, and if there's anything that I didn't understand with the first read through, I can look over the PowerPoints, or I can use the knowledge survey to see what I need to go back and read. So I feel like this strategy has been working well for me, and I will continue to use it. Nothing was confusing for me this week. I felt like, again, these were two pretty straightforward chapters, like many of the last. And then one thing that I reviewed this week, and I can thoroughly explain in this reflection, is unilateral versus bilateral contracts, which actually was a subject in both chapters. So I felt that would be a good thing for me to explain in this video. And basically, bilateral contract becomes a contract with a promise, and a unilateral contract becomes a contract with an action. So for example, if someone promises that they'll give you $20 if you fix their bike, if that person promises you they'll fix your bike, then it becomes a bilateral contract. But if they don't say anything and they just fix your bike, so they took an action, and that's your promise and their action makes that a unilateral contract. So that's the difference there with unilateral and bilateral contracts, and this is used often in business law, and I felt that was a pretty good thing to explain because it stretched over both chapters. And yeah.